Hey guys, Callum here, and today's video is all about still getting awesome results on the weekend. So if you're like me, you usually relax on the weekends. This usually leads to a higher calorie environment, more food, more alcohol, and more enjoyment. However, this can also lead to, and this can also be affecting the progress you are making. At Tribe Training, we're all about educating you to get incredible results while still having maximum enjoyment in your life. So we want you to enjoy your weekends. We want you to go out for dinner. We want you to have fun. We want you to get drunk. We want you to go out for breakfast and sit on the sofa and eat Maltesers and watch Netflix. This is what Tribe Training is all about, educating you so you can make good decisions to get awesome results long term. However, that being said, weekends at the moment could be something that are really holding you back. And it could be the thing that's stopping you from making really good progress. So if you want to make amazing progress, if you want to take your results to the next level, the weekend is something that we want to look at, and we want to try and make some simple changes. Here's just a couple of changes that I would suggest that you could do, and it's super simple and it could help you get incredible results long term. The first change I'm going to suggest is try and be a little bit more structured, organized and disciplined during the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday afternoon, let's try and make sure that we have a bit more structure and we are a bit more boring during those days. What do I mean by that? Make sure we're nailing the basics, drinking water throughout the day, 2 litres minimum. Make sure we're having protein with every meal. So the biggest part of our meal should be protein based. Make sure we're trying to get our 10,000 steps in. Make sure we're coming to Tribe Training workouts. Make sure that you are doing the right things and you're not having too many calories Monday to Thursday. And if you do that, this will give you the flexibility to be able to eat more food on the weekends and still get awesome results. This is what I do. This is what I recommend to lots of my community. And I've been getting really good results from doing this, just from being a little bit more boring in the week. This gives me the flexibility to have more calories, more drink, more food, more fun on the weekends. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, if you don't want to do this, if you don't want to be super strict on a month in the week, you can do tip number 2, or you can do a combination of both. So what I often do on weekends is I try and still save calories whilst having a good time. So something that I will often do is skip breakfast. This is called intermittent fasting, but we don't need to talk about that. We'll just talk about skipping breakfast. So I will often skip breakfast and have my first meal at 1, 2, 3, sometimes as late as 4. That sounds like, oh God, I can't go that long without food. But trust me, you can. Stick to this. Make sure we're not thinking about food. Stay busy, stay active, have fun. And it's not actually that hard to go that long without food. By doing this and skipping breakfast, all you're doing is shifting that first meal backwards and you're reducing your eating window. So instead of eating in 16 hours, you'll only be eating in 8 hours or 9 hours, for example. And there's been loads and loads of research studies that show that eating in 8 hours by skipping breakfast makes you eat less than it would if you were eating in 16 hours. So super simple trick, skip breakfast. A couple more things. Can you make sure that you are still nailing the basics? Can you make sure that Saturday and Sunday you're still getting your 10,000 steps in? Can you make sure that you are still drinking water and avoiding liquid calories wherever possible? Can you make sure that you are coming to a workout? Can you make sure that you're not snacking too much? And that will massively help. The final tip is when it comes to liquid calories, alcohol. I like a drink. I don't drink too often. Not because I don't like it, but it's because I normally have clients or PT in the morning, so I don't like to turn up drunk. But one thing I've done recently, or not recently, for the last 3 or 4 years, is drink more gin, drink less beer and cider. Really simple change. Like, this is half the calories that this is. This is like 250 calories, I think, for one of these, because it's got loads of sugar in it. Tastes great, but 250 calories. A glass of this with a sugar-free lemonade or a tonic is probably about 130 calories, maybe less. So just from making a simple change of going from a clear spirit like a gin, cider is massively going to save me calories. Especially if you can drink 10 beers on a Saturday night, 10 times 200, that's 2,000 calories. That's a lot of calories. If you could drink 10 gins, you're going to halve that calories. The same goes for Prosecco and red wine and white wine. Can you try and swap and save? So can you try and swap some of your Prosecco for maybe a light alternative? Or can you top up your Prosecco with a little bit of lemonade? Or can you swap some for some vodka or some gin? This will massively save you calories. The same goes with your mixers. Can you swap your full fat Coke for a Diet Coke? Can you swap your full fat lemonade for a diet lemonade? Just from making these tiny changes, it might not seem a lot, but if you're doing this consistently and you love a drink on the weekends, this adds up, and this consistent behavior will help you get awesome results. So guys, make sure that your weekends are not your weekend and we're not struggling to get results because of what we're doing on the weekend. Make sure we're doing the basics right in the week, and make sure we're trying to make some basic changes on the weekend so that we and you can still get incredible results going forwards. Callum out. Enjoy the weekend, everybody.